Alright.
First things first, we're going to find a knife to cut the fucking potatoes with. I will find one eventually, and then they're gonna get it. I swear. Assistant, where's the knife? Where's the knife? Ah, yes. I had it all along, the knife. One must wash potatoes. You use cold water instead of hot water because if you use the hot water, it's too steamy.
Fascinating.
And then, cut it in half because you don't want to lose your fingers. We're going to make nice slices, big slices. Chop. Chop. You never want to put your hand down here. It's a bad plan. You'll lose your fingers.
Okay.
So this, don't do that. Don't do that. Keep your fingers away. Want them all to be about the same size. Smaller is better, but I'm too lazy to care right now. We try that again. I'm a professional. You can trust me. We care about knife safety here. Unless you don't. Then you don't have fingers. Like Kevin. Poor bastard. Chop. 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 Too small. Oh well. That one will be a crunchy bit. We're going to be doing a lot of chopping.
Okay.
Chop. 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 Oh, casualties of war.
Damn.
You see that? You see the seesaw? Takes a long time to do that. You chop. Absolutely thrilling, isn't it?
Oh yeah. Riveting.
Yes. Will they lose their fingers? Find out in the next episode of Chop. Chop, 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 chop. Not to be confused with Chopped. Not the same. I forgot super noisy pen. We turn it on to 6.
Whoa.
That way they're steamy but not too hot. Otherwise, you will burn the outside and the inside will still be crunchy. You don't want a crunchy potato unless the outside is crunchy. You want the outside crunchy, the inside soft. Inside crunchy, outside soft, no good. Don't do that.
Okay.
We are waiting. You can cry.
We were just using the recipe on the back of the box for...
Just act like I'm not here.
It's quick.
Come on. We all signed up for this.
That's probably hot now. Don't touch it all the way, but you can do that to check to see if it's on.
Okay.
It's on. Put some vegetable oil in there. Not a ton. Just enough to lube up the pan. It may be non-stick, but it's still nice to do. Plus, it helps the potatoes cook more evenly. Alright, when you scrape on a cutting board, never scrape with the cutting edge of your knife. It will fold the edge and then it will suck to cut with later. We use the flat side. If your stove is clean like mine, you can just take those casualties and shove them on in there anyway. See? Easy. Now that's gonna cook forever. Next up, we're gonna throw in our vegetables. Cut the top off, break its neck, take out the seeds. Nobody wants crunchy eggs. Yes, that is an egg. Okay to saw on these a little bit just to keep them nice and clean. I am doing this a little backwards. You should be cutting it like that, but yeah. Bites into this side better. There may be a coffee machine, but there is no coffee. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Really, on a list of sad things, how would you rate, puppies getting brutally murdered by terrorists?
That's a 6.
Okay, and no coffee is...
That's a 7.
So the scale only goes up to 7.
No.
I see.
There's a metaphor, figure of speech if you will. There we go. I remembered how to do it the right way so that you don't lose your hands. Like me. Anyway.
It's making cooking noises now.
That means it's time for a flip. I picked a slightly too small pan for this, but you give it a little flip. And then you let it sit there longer. Yeah. We're going to do that a lot of times. You can tell me how many flips there were in this video. At the end of the video, you get one smiley face. Whole video.
Okay.
Flips. You be chopping.
So, how often would you say you make this dish?
I do not.
Oh, you don't? This is an untested experiment.
I'd say maybe like last time I made it, it was a bit of a fever dream at like 3:30 or so a.m. I was just getting home from my shift at Winco, got off a little early, and no, actually, I don't usually make all three of these things together, so yeah, I make them separately pretty regularly. Last time I made the eggs was like 3 weeks ago. Last time I made the potatoes was like a month and a half ago. And last time I made pancakes, ooh, they were not pancakes. If you don't want to be crying while you cut your onion, something you can do is chew on some bread or like a piece of gum. Because this is so fine. As much. Distracts your brain a little bit. Oh, time to do a flip. That's a little too hot for this pan. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit. Oh my god. I'm gonna add a bit more oil. The chunks are a little thick.
Right, so you recommend that if the chunks are just a little too thick, they oil up a little bit before getting started.
Yes, you must lather them just lightly. If you lather them too much, it gets mushy.
Got it.
Assistant! With spatula. Must be plastic, no metal spatula. Thank you. I knew that all along. Get out. Have to keep him on his toes. I may need to perform a transfer. This pan too small. I get bigger pan. There we go. We have better pan now. Why I didn't start with this pan? You ask? Well, I just need to show you why we don't use the little pan.
Ah, that's the reason. Gotcha.
Yes. You see, if I'm like being washed, I get nervous and don't do it as good. Back to the chopping
Oh.
block.
Sure.
Italy.
I think it might be slightly out of order. Not sure. I think the white goes in the center. For Italy.
There are a lot of white people there.
I think I fucked this up because I need to stand more back to get both you and the pan in frame. It was easier with Connor because he's short.
Stop being so tall.
I'm not tall, you're short.
Maybe just dig out the floor a little bit.
Grabbing up potatoes that I definitely didn't cut too big.
Also, how dare you accuse me of being short?
Assistant, get the fuck out the kitchen. I will call you when I need you to show me where the thing is that I already know where it is and just need you to show me that you know where it is before I show you where it might be. Comprende?
See.
I didn't tell you to speak. Anyway.
Oh. Oh no. The potatoes, they're screaming for their lives.
shall continue to scream. The beatings will continue until morale improves. For pancakes.
Yes, classic pancakes or waffles.
Yes.
Easy.
Easy peasy. Did we? Ooh, do we want to put banana in it?
Could put banana in it.
Okay.
That's up to you.
Yeah. Assistant, make the pancake mix.
Yes. I'll get right on that.
Five by this.
Well, while the master is occupied, allow me to show you a thing or two about pancakes. So, we're following the recipe. And the recipe says 2 eggs, 1 cup milk, 2 cups of reasonable Bisquick baking mix, and 2 tablespoons vegetable oil. So, we're gonna take our eggs, our 2 eggs. March these bad boys. So you have the eggs.
Assistants, do you remember where the bowls are located?
Yes, master. You'll find them right here. Or right here.
Very good.
Or right here.
Big bowl.
Here.
Pro tip, if you happen to crush an egg and you get eggshells in your egg, you can use another eggshell to get the eggshell out very easily.
Well, glad to see you're back. As you can see, the recipe is very complicated. We gather all of the ingredients. And step 1, stir ingredients until blended. It's very complicated. Of course, I'm going to need a measuring utensil. So observe how I very calmly and politely ask for the master to move out of the way. Master, would you mind moving so that I may... grab a measuring utensil?
Yes.
Why, thank you. We handle things with civility and calmness around here. 1 cup measure. Brilliant. Now we're going to need 2 cups of this good stuff. And of course, you wouldn't want to mess up opening the package so much that it's immediately going to spill out into your everything. I would never do that.
A clean kitchen is a happy kitchen. Whenever handling the outside in an eggshell, always wash your hands afterwards before touching anything else. Ideally, you wouldn't do that next to the vegetables. But due to a lack of space, because of someone, I was unable to do that. Thankfully, with my masterful skill, I was able to avoid getting any egg on the vegetables. Once again, it's the outside of the egg we must worry about. Time to do a flip. Okay, at this point, where they are mostly cooked through, not all the way. You can see right about there, maybe. They're not quite cooked through. They're kind of still hard to cut with the spatula. We want to season them. Don't want to overdo it on the seasoning. I'm going to dry my hands off. Grab some garlic salt. You want about that much. Make sure it's mixed in really well. Probably shouldn't have flopped it all in the same spot, but example of what not to do. This pan is less sticky than the non-stick pan. Sometimes that's how the cookies crumble.
Hello. We're going to need some vegetable oil. 2 tablespoons, in fact.
Wow, and 2 tablespoons is equal to like what? A cup or B cup?
C.
Ah.
This may be the strangest shaped tablespoon I've ever seen in my fucking life, but we'll make do.
Assistant, are you fucking cursing in my Christian kitchen? There will be no fucking cursing in this fucking kitchen. Do you understand that?
I apologize.
Good.
Officer.
Fuck. Now give me back my vegetable
I'll
oil.
try to shut the fuck up in the future.
Thank you. Very easy to do too much, so it's better to have too little and
Beautiful.
Wow. This is the stuff that will eventually grow up to become full-size pancakes. I believe they refer to it in the business as baby batter.
Yes. And now we must begin their baptism.
as before, sharp side of the knife up, dull side down, scrape into pan.
Sure. The mix is done.
I will be the judge of that.
Here, the chef assesses the quality of the baby batter.
This is a little chunky, assistant.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is quite alright. So simply dejunkify.
Butter.
Ah, you see, this is unsalted butter, which means it is for baking. Assistant, where is this salted butter? Ah, you see. Do you see the salted butter?
Yes.
This butter is not for baking.
Yes.
So I'm taking this, I'm stabbing it and folding it over on itself. Over and over again. Very efficient way to stir eggs with a fork. Occasionally you change direction. Fair enough. You can do a flip. A little too much butter, but it'll still taste good. Probably. You want to let that cook down so you can see through the onions. See that? Done. You know if it's done by tasting it. Careful, it's hot. Or if you're done enough times, you can tell by looking. All right. That's getting pretty close. Alright, time for sausage. Grab a sausage. I was told that people are hungry. Both. Grab it there. Move them over there. Ow. Let me let them sit there until they heat up.
You don't have to jump around constantly avoiding the camera.
Yes, I do. This is not my show anymore.
I was doing that too.
Yes.
Alright. Some of the vegetables are still semi-crunchy. I'm going to add the eggs. We are making scrambled eggs on the omelet, so I need to make sure to mix in the vegetables as soon as possible. Okay, and wait a short period of time, and then you disturb it.
Right, and what's going to happen here is the eggs are going to harden into a brick, trapping all of the vegetables inside.
Exactly.
Yes, okay.
Exactly. Except for that one. That one doesn't want to go in there. Get in there.
Get your home.
That nice golden brown color. That's what we're going for.
Oh, some of them don't want to get with the program.
When you have nerve damage, you too can just grab the hot things. Make sure your hands are clean. Now we wait.
All right. Wow, there seems to be a whole lot of waiting in this cooking thing.
Yep, cooking is 50% prep and 45% waiting. The other 5% is making sure you don't dump the whole thing of salt into your food by accident.
What's the other 10%?
There is no other 10%.
As you can see, the egg slop has turned into egg mush.
Yes. So, instead of putting vegetables in our eggs, we in fact put the eggs in our vegetables. And this is what that looks like.
Wow.
They're getting there.
Okay. So now the
We're gonna get all this out of the pan. Now that the pan is no longer hot.
yes, stuff happened, and someone, not naming names, forgot to record what was going on, like a fucking moron. Anyway,
The sausage was done.
yes.
Alright. Gotta get all that out of the pan so that it doesn't fuck up your pancakes. I'm gonna put some Pam on here. The pancake doesn't stick to the pan and fuck up your pancakes. Here, you can mix a little bit so it's solidified. Put in there and generally circle shape. And then we wait.
Shit.
We're okay.
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 All right. Okie dokie now.
Usually it takes between like a minute and a minute 30 seconds to flip the pancake. You'll know it's time to flip because there will be bubbles in the middle. You just come look at the bubbles. Look at the bubbles. So the outside will be golden brown and there will be bubbles in the middle. I usually mess up the first one.
Okay. Yeah, that's what my parents said about their kids. The first one's a trial run, the second one's for real.
Good parents.
Yeah.
What did they say about the third one?
They like him the best.
There's at least 9.
There are 4.
Surely.
There are 4.
Didn't have ready to flip. If you're curious or like I, you can occasionally poke the corners to find out if it's flippable or not. Pancake.
Yep.
All right.
And that little adipose fin right there. It's an evolutionary stage of, oh, right, well.
Circles only in this house. Circles only.
Is it maybe hot?
Tastes like biscuits.
Oh.
Are you sure you followed the pancake instructions, or did you follow the biscuit instructions?
Oh, the pancake instructions. Don't fucking look at me.
More or less it tastes like a biscuit.
Oh no. Your mistake was trusting me at all.
Assistant, is there any sugar in this house?
Yes.
Where? It's quite alright. This is what syrup is for. Don't worry about it. Ah, good.
see what has occurred.
What?
Look at this. So a pancake recipe, right?
Yep.
They list this stuff.
Yep.
And like, okay, here's all this. And waffles. Then they add the ultimate pancake.
Uh-huh.
Yes, the ultimate pancake. That's the one.
Yeah, exactly. But there's 2 recipes for it. One of them's an additive. And they put it off to the side.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so we need to add like 3 tablespoons of sugar. Maybe, some baking powder.
I think that was a little more than 3 tablespoons.
And a teaspoon of vanilla extract if you want to. Which I'm reasonably sure we have. Or not.
We can make more pancakes with a different mix.
This does in fact taste exactly like a biscuit.